Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at our very first indie game on the channel, Super Indie Karts. A kart racer from a bygone era that looks like it's been ripped directly off of an old SNES cartridge. Though it looks suspiciously similar to Outings with everyone's favorite plumber, it has some unique twists that make it stand out on its own. The game offers everything you'd expect by way of menus, with the main two being single and multiplayer. In terms of race options, you have single races, Grand Prix Cups, time trials, and a mission structure. Additionally, you also get to select which speed and thereby difficulty you would like to play. For track selection, there are numerous to choose from across multiple tabs and different pages. As you scroll through them, you'll notice some images by the preview of the track changes as well. Some of these may look a little familiar to you, but more on that in a sec. Next, we'll take a look at character selection. You'll notice as we scroll through all the characters here, this emblem by them changes as well. Yep, you guessed it, and in case any of these characters don't look familiar to you, these developers for the game have collaborated with other indie devs to bring their characters here. And there's no shortage of them to choose from either. One thing I love about the character selection in this game too though, is that after choosing who you want to play as, other than changing some color variations, that's it. There's no finicky or arbitrary kart customization, you're simply locked in and ready to go. That may be a sigh of relief for those, if you're like me, that have just a little bit of fatigue from other kart racers out there that just give you one, two, or several dozen too many options to choose from when you just want to get into a race and start playing the game. Now for some gameplay. Races should look and feel pretty much like what you'd expect, with your typical countdown, jumping and drifting, items that have yet to decipher all the meanings of, and shortcuts for you to discover. You'll notice that the environments are poppy and vibrant, with lots to take in and no doubt loaded with plenty of Easter eggs for fans of the games that they're based off of to enjoy. Motion is conveyed very cleanly with airstreaks dynamically placed across your screen and subtle shaking when you're drifting around turns. The game also allows you to play in a first-person perspective for a different way of enjoying the game, and it also supports that feature in VR. Overall, I'm having a ton of fun with this game. It's great with snappy controls, a decent difficulty even at 100cc for me, and a ton of options with characters and courses without bogging you down too much from enjoying the core of the game. And look, there's no point trying to hide they took a lot from the old Mario Kart games here, but I do think what they've done here is truly unique and special. I know with the conversation around the Switch 2 and the newest Mario Kart running you $80 feels like kind of a lot at the moment for a lot of us, or maybe you just want something that's a little similar but scaled back or nostalgic. If any of that resonates with you, definitely check this one out. Yeah, so that was Super Indie Kart. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously you can see here, this is a fairly small, obscure game, I think by most metrics, only 421 reviews, but it is pretty positive overall. One thing you guys can notice off the bat pretty quickly is that this game was released back in 2015, but if we scroll down here, you can see it's still in early access. I know for a lot of you guys that might be a red flag of sorts, thinking the game might be abandoned or something like that. But rest assured, if you go down here and look at the announcements and events and things going on, they are still actively supporting this thing as far as I can tell, maintaining it, adding updates over time. So hopefully that kind of squashes at least some of those concerns. Obviously no guarantees, but just something to keep in mind if you notice that. If you continue to scroll down though, like there's quite a few games here supported. Certainly some of them I noticed kind of right off the bat, like 2064, Teslagrad, Crosscode, and a few others. I don't even think this necessarily captures all the ones I noticed inside of the actual game itself when looking at like the characters and where they came from or the courses. but there's a lot here, and I think I don't know. This is one of those really cool things that's like a culmination of a ton of different characters, and really developers at the end of the day supporting one another and showcasing all of them inside of the game. I have no idea now that I think about it if like some of the music and things like that, even from some of these games, even made it inside of Super IndyCar. But this thing also pretty low requirements in terms of what you need to run this thing. It could probably run on a potato, um, based off the fact that it's, inspired by and looks very similar to at least, the old 16 or 64-bit kind of retro style games of yesteryear. Um, so yeah, pretty awesome game. It's like 20 bucks. I got it as part of a bundle a while ago, but obviously feel free to check it out, wishlist it, wait for it to go on sale. Um, One thing I think too that I should point out here, um, with the multiplayer capabilities that I noticed that the game had, it had only mentioned split screen and things like that, so it doesn't seem like it has online support to play, directly with friends or random people overseas or whatever the case may be. But it does have remote play together capabilities, um, which should be able to leverage to play split screen together if you're not, you know, together in the same room. Obviously, it's a racing game. There's going to be some latency associated with that, so it's something to bear in mind. But certainly, I don't think it's something that's insurmountable. But hopefully, as this game continues to be developed, that it will, have some of those capabilities. I was pausing here because I noticed it does mention that it's planning on being released in 2026. Obviously, subject to change, but something to keep in mind. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Feel free to check this one out. If you end up playing it for yourself, let me know what you think too. And yeah, have a good one.